Today, we talk about...
No, I can't figure it out.
You know,
It's
it
what
could
I
be
said,
the
it's-
optimism of somebody who's starting off that's like, I want to, because that's what the stage I'm at. Like, I'm the stage, I've been doing this for a year. I'm doing open mics and whatnot. I'm not at the stage where I'm like, I want to please everybody.
You can't.
And you can't.
And you're going to fuck yourself
Right.
up.
And it's like the less I'm myself on stage, the more genuine it feels. Like, the more genuine I am, even if I get less laughs, at least I'm genuine.
Yeah.
And again, like I forgot who said it, but someone's like, you obviously find the funny to offensive ratio. Like, you don't want to go off being like hurting people's feelings just to do it. Like, you're not like, hey, fuck you, asshole. But like, you're definitely trying to find what's funny in the offensiveness, right? So that's clearly like the agenda. But for me, it's like, all right, being likable is not the key because people are going to shit on you either way. They're looking for you to fail.
You have
on
to
the
like
stage.
yourself. I'm not trying to sound like some Hallmark card.
That was beautiful.
But you have to. And I've said this, and I learned the
My
hard
mom
way.
says that.
When I first, you know, like you do these auditions, and you do these, and you're like, let me do this, let me tweak this joke so they like it. And now it's not you. You're doing something for them.
Right.
And the only thing worse than you sucking doing something for them is you succeeding doing something for them because now you're a fucking puppet, Amy Schumer, and you have to be this person that they want you to fucking be. And then you get to the end of the rope next and you're like, I'll do the whole thing in leather. It'll be my leather special. Ugh.
Did you ever meet Amy Schumer?
Yeah, she's actually, we were friends for a while. I haven't seen her in
She's
ages.
pretty cool. I met her years ago before when she just started getting famous. And she kind of like, she was like talking to my brother and we met at Bond Street Sushi. She was actually really cool. And that story's going nowhere. But
a lot of times
I wanted
you get
honestly,
sucked in.
I realized that I'm on a podcast and I can't lie. I wanted to lie and be like, I fucked her and my brother
Right.
fucked her.
Right. Do it.
But someone's gonna listen to this and be like, that never happened. I can't lie on a podcast. I have to tell the truth.
But
this
that's
is,
just
this
it.
is so different than going out on dates.
Even someone like Amy Schumer, like it's not their fault.
Yeah.
You get sucked in. Amy Schumer, like we would have all done it, in my opinion. Okay, Amy Schumer's like this young, cute chick who's funny. She's got jokes.
Yeah.
But it's like someone that gets pulled out of the single A baseball and put right up in the majors. Like you're perfect right now. You've got that cute. I'm fuck. Any guy could kind of think they have a chance with me. Look,
Right.
you're just funny enough. You're
Right.
cute. So they do, and they bring her up, and there's no way she's gonna be like, I really need to work on my set more. I really
Right.
no. So now you're up. You're in the majors, and you put out your first album. You're like, now what? Well, now I'll just have some parallel thinking with some really funny skit. You can't.
Right.
It's not their fault. It's not Nanette's fault. It's fucking Goodwill Hunting. It's not your fault. It's not your fault. This industry is a monster, and it's got to churn out fucking safe, palatable shit comedy for all the people in the Midwest going like, oh, that's very...
But here's the thing: if you want to make money, like
Actually, who am I kidding? L.A. and New York are the ones. Oh, that's
I was going to say, because I do comedy out in Iowa, so I work
and they
out
love
in Iowa,
everything, right?
And I just live in New York doing the comedy
Iowa
thing.
now who's bragging. I was talking about Jersey.
But out in Iowa, I remember, because that's where I actually started comedy back in November. I've only been doing this since November. Went to my first open mic, and I'm trying certain jokes that are getting laughs.
Right.
And then I bring them back here, and no laughs. I'm like, what is going on here? Like, this is...
It's
no,
rough,
you're
yeah.
right. When I first started, I'm like, I was doing the telling. I'm like, oh, thank God I'm doing these New York crowds. Fuck New York crowds. Like, I do, and people make fun. Like, I do LOL. I used to do this shithole. You don't want fucking New York crowds. You want fucking a cross section of America because that's what you're playing to. You know.
But don't you feel like people like the Cellar?
I don't.
it's a
I
lot
should
of,
say
Cellar has a lot of tourists though. Like I feel like when I'm there, those aren't native New Yorkers, or are they?
I don't know. I haven't
Yeah.
done it in fucking 5 years. I don't know.
I've been to the Cellar a handful of times,
Yeah.
just because, again, I'm new and I'm just trying to like consume as much comedy as possible. So every time
Yeah.
I've been to the Cellar, the front row is consistently out of town, Canadian,
Yeah.
something, you know.
They bark them in from Ellis Island. I feel like.
right. But I feel like there at least it's fun to watch people. You know, and every now and then you will have an itchy comic. It's fun to watch people actually laugh at that. But you could tell the New Yorkers with their arms folded.
Let me tell you,
or
the
college
Cellar
girls.
is still the place to see some of the greatest comedians.
Oh,
like
for
you got
sure,
these
for
young
sure.
kids but Attell is the funniest.
Oh,
I'm
my
sorry.
God,
it's great.
I'm
Oh, my
sorry,
God.
the funniest. Period.
Yeah.
I love Louis C.K. You know he's great, and everyone seems.
Yeah.
But Dave Attell is. I could listen to.
I love his
Skanks-
dating tips.
Oh, I could listen to Skanks of the Memories front to back 10,000 times and laugh just as hard the
Actually-
10,000th time he goes, "Them titties ain't retarded."
Oh, yeah. Those
great.
titties ain't slow, right? Actually, that reminded me,
I'm laughing at it again.
when you were talking about the indifference line
Right.
and the dating tips line, that reminded me of actually Patrice when he would say the same
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
Because he would be like, if my girl gets mad at somebody, then I'm concerned. It's not
Right.
when she's indifferent, it's when
Yeah.
she gets mad. Because
Right.
that's the
It's brilliant,
same, you know.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
If like that's the thing. It's like when people are like, oh, you know, they talk about hitting. It's like it's hitting a woman. that's hard not to do because you care. It's like I would never. You don't hit women. You don't hit them hard. They black out and lose the lesson.
so that's where
but
you and
what
I
people
differ?
don't
Okay.
get, people don't get like, oh, how could you do it? Like, because it's fucking nuts.
Right.
But that's what people don't get. You want people to hate you because it's that Nietzschean thing. You know, you want to impose your will, your soul upon theirs. And when you do that, they can't, like, you meet 800 assholes on the street and you're like, what a douche.
Well,
you see guys on the subway, you're like, oh, no.
But here's the thing. So I'm not a huge drinker, but when I go out drinking, it's for the purpose of picking up girls.
What's better than alcohol, Adam? Segregation. Very good. It's so dumb.
Gino, I'm talking
It's
about.
so dumb. My act is so dumb.
I like it. Though.
It's so stupid,
Oh,
though.
good.
My 7-year-old nephew one time would go to my. This is still one of the greatest moments in my life because my 7-year. He's 15 now, but when he was 7, I would be telling dumb jokes, and he would say to my brother, his dad, "Let me explain the joke, Dad. You don't need to explain the joke. It's really clever what he did there. I get it, Nick. He called Mom a whore. I get it, Nick. That's my.
I want to change
entire
gears
act.
and talk about pussy. So my what I was basically saying is when I drink, it's for the purpose of
I
getting.
say this is good beer, but it's because I'm hanging out with you guys. Like,
Yes.
to this day, I know I sound like a 50-year. Well, I am 50, but it's like sometimes beer just tastes better when you're just hanging out with
people,
dudes,
right?
You know. Anyway, go on.
Or when you're ready to fuck somebody.
Yeah,
Right?
exactly.
You're just like, this is great.
Maybe it's both you handsome motherfucker.
Listen, you
Shut up, Adam.
Just know that I am the top. That's all you got to know. I will top the shit out of Gino for the story. Yeah, for the story.
Adam's like, I wish he did forget my name.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
We were just saying.
I liked it a lot better before you remembered.
We're hanging
me.
out, buddy. Back to you. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's great. I love how you didn't know Adam before, and now you guys have a history. It's like, yeah, remember when we
Well,
fucked?
that's
And
because I know him, and I'm like, look, I'm like, what's your name? Because like, it drives me nuts.
but that's
I'm
not
so
knowing
bad with
somebody.
names.
Knowing somebody is knowing their name.
No, it's for me. It's not that. It's like I know this guy, and I forgot his fucking name.
I mean, you did call me Kevin when you walked in here.
Yeah. Hey, Kev.
But anyway, so when you go out drinking,
I hate everyone.
yeah,
What?
no, when you go out drinking, like you're one of these guys because like you're 50 now, and which I don't like. Tom Cruise is what, fucking 70, and he looks like he's 2.
Yeah, he
So-
sleeps with baby blood or
Right.
something. I don't know.
So I guess my question is, when you go out, like, are you picking up girls? I don't know if you're like with somebody or whatnot, but like,
No, like when when I go out drinking now, and I'm realizing this gets back into the sleep cycle I was talking about. And it's like at night I don't drink that much anymore because in more of someone's gonna walk in and say you can't do this anymore. Another gig I lucked into is I write a sports sheet 5 nights a week. So what I basically do 5 nights a week, I take 10 to 12 sports stories.
Yeah.
Shrink them into like a 3/4 of a page, put in a dick joke, upload it, and people all over like terrestrial radio, because terrestrial radio is in the shitter, and they pay the kids nothing, and they hire them out of like a technical institute. They have no personality, but they can work the board, so they read my stuff. So 5 nights a week, I'm sitting at home, baseball season. I'm sorry, I love baseball. I do. I know people say it's boring, but let me tell you something.
Mets, Yankees, what?
Phillies. I'm from Philly.
Oh,
look,
shit,
I love
oh.
football, but what do you think would be more fun? The 4 of us in the middle of fucking January go sit in a rainstorm and watch the Giants and Jets play,
Yeah.
or let's say it's fucking the middle of fucking June. The 4 of us are sitting in left field at Citi Field watching the Mets Phillies, having a fucking IPA, just talking bullshit. Like, there's nothing better than baseball. So this is me at night. I'm on the couch.
So I'm going to play devil's advocate
Please,
again.
it's what we do.
Yeah.
You do.
I feel like you just disproved yourself because you start out by saying this is the greatest sport because, but then your reason was the most non-sports thing to do.
No, but
Right.
while fair
You-
enough, I just cut
Your
it short.
sales
'cause I-
pitch was a picnic. You know what I mean?
It is a picnic, but the beauty of baseball is it engenders, if that's the right word, their conversation. Like, because with baseball, football happens like that.
Yeah.
Basketball, boom, same thing. And I love watching them. But with baseball, I'm sitting there like, all right, they got this guy up. Why don't they
Yeah.
pitch around him? You got the pitcher that's like 2 batters down. You want
Yeah.
to. There's so much to talk about.
Right,
You know,
right.
look at the tits on that guy in seat 7. You could talk about it all day. You know,
Yeah.
and the beauty of it is getting all the way back full circle. Look at this. It looks like. It's discussion. It's intelligent conversation. And I hate people that just think talking louder makes them right when you never want to be right. You always, if you're right, you didn't learn anything.
But
So
that's
you just go
being-
back and forth with conversation.
But that's being an adult because I'm
out for that.
No, but I'm 33 and like anything I do that's like
33
not.
is so old. It's over at 33.
No,
Kicks in
but-
again at 49.
But here's
That's
the-
when you
well,
fuck the girl with daddy
well,
issues. Nobody with daddy issues wants to fuck a 33-year-old.
Well, hold up. So here's the thing. I want to get your opinion on this. We were talking about it briefly. So I you know, and I'm not being braggadocious here, but I fuck a lot of 19 and 18-year-olds. Yeah. Not being braggadocious. Not being dash.
You're not being. Does braggadocious mean being my hero? Does it?
So, and if you want, I can introduce you to some.
Please.
No. So the thing is like, you know, for me, like the goal of going out, like now, it's like I'm still not motivated. Like if I go out to drink, it's a mission. Like
Right.
I'm not.
It better end with your dick in a
Yeah,
chick.
like if I'm gonna put this in my body and it's a carb.
Well, yeah, because you're that's
You know?
fitness
Yeah,
nutcake.
right.
Yeah.
Right, but even that, like I don't understand the idea of even getting loose and feeling like woo, like without a chick in front of you, like that's the thing. Like for me, even like on stage, like people are like, oh, you should drink before you go on because loose. Like nah, fuck that. Like
No.
I want to be me. But when it comes to being in front of a girl, it's like the anxiety that goes into knowing that like, all right, I have to play this and that to get in her pants. Like
So what you're saying is you can't stand them sober. Is
Right.
that- is that
No,
what you're
You're saying there's all strategy to it?
because if you're drinking, they're drinking, and if they're drinking, it's easier to get the clothes off.
Right.
And the ultimate goal, I think, is to basically like it for both of you is that you want to get to a place where you're comfortable to fuck or at least be intimate, right?
Backseat of a Sonic.
Exactly, right.
Did I say that or think that? Not important.
Done that.
Yeah.
Wait, but doesn't that bring up a lot of regret afterwards? Do you experience a lot of regret afterwards?
Oh, 100%. But I'm saying like that's the only time I'll drink though. Like you know what I'm saying? Like that's like for me it's for
Well,
a mission.
you're this whole fitness thing, so you have to make it count.
But
You
what's
know?
the point? Of, like so maybe I'm just understanding. What's the point of like what do you get out of drinking from not? And it's not puss. Like it's not like
Because half the time I fall ass backwards into fucking puss. I do. Like I don't know how. Like I've never been my fucking puss game is like my comedy game. It's like I'm not good at saying I'm going from point A to point B and this is how I'm gonna do it. I'm like, this is me at point A. Let's fucking enjoy it. And then
Right.
suddenly I'm at point B, and by that I mean vagina.
I like
you know
that
what
attitude.
I'm talking about.
That's a great attitude to
Point
have.
V, thank you.
We were
Now
actually-
Adam's funny.
Me
Where
and
was
you were
that the
talking
past
about that.
45?
yeah.
Before I was like, yo, just have the right attitude. If it happens, it happens. But if
Right.
it doesn't. I like that attitude. That's.
But would you use the
But,
comedy?
but again, this isn't me like, hey, take it from me. It's like, it's the only way I know how to do the game.
Yeah.
It's the only, like, the last chick I friggin', honest to God, we're drinking. And this is when I drink now, I'm realizing. That was my point of that whole thing. At night, I'm not drinking. I'm sitting working on the sheet, just relaxing, doing spots.
How old was she? Just so I have an idea.
26.
26.
And I'm
Okay.
50. That's a 24-year
That's
difference.
huge. That's great.
Oh, that's for me, please. I had to go to the doctor. I had a mark on my shoulder, but it was just from me patting
The
myself
goal,
on the back.
the goal should be that she was too young to see 9/11. Like, if she didn't know what if she never saw the Twin Towers, like, then yeah.
But that literally came about from we were doing a show at the thing, and she was on the show after. We were drinking across the street
Yeah.
because that's when we drink now. I know that's another reason people are like he must be a drunk. Well, yeah, because I get up at 8. And the second I wake up at 8, all I want to do is go back to sleep. And then you do a show for an hour, and the last thing you're going to do is want to go back because you're wired. So then we go
Right.
across the street. So I'm drinking at 10, 11 in the morning.
Oh,
that's
shit.
my nighttime
But yeah,
social.
I was gonna say
That's my
your
there's
work day is over.
yes.
There's no hot girls. at
Yeah,
that time.
so then I'm drinking with this chick again, not paying attention, and I leave, and she
Oh, boy.
leaves separate times. The next day, I hang out. My buddy's like, "So you took that chick?" I'm like, "No, why?" He's like, "That chick was all over you," and I'm like, "Really?" And then he just picks up her Instagram page, and there's 3 pictures she put on it of us.
Whoa.
So like a week later, I'm like, "Hey, you want to go out for drinks?" And boom. But I hope there's nowhere in that story you think I'm saying, so here's what I do with the second step of action plan, Gino. It's like, hey, you look dumb enough to fuck me.
No, but you
Let's
definitely,
get you drunk again and seal it, bitch.
you definitely use your skill, which is comedy.